is just by publicly saying this, you can speak to your respective group and you have an immediate reward for it. So it's like, you know, it's like, I don't even know if we're more sensitive. We're just more outspoken about, you know, things.
Well,
because
people are definitely more outraged. They're looking to get outraged. That's a really common thing now that just didn't exist a few decades ago.
But I don't even think it's outrage. You know what I mean? Like I really don't think it's outrage as much as it, because outrage, we've seen what outrage looks like at the peak of like the Black Lives Matter movement were people at a core as black people outraged
but that's
in the
real.
streets. But that's what I'm saying. But that's what outrage is, and I don't want to confuse that with like
recreational
outrage, right? And it's really important to draw that distinction, right? And so it's like it's again, people are vocal about things. Some issues real. A lot of things we start getting upset about. They're like we get upset about certain cultural appropriation things of the week because it's a sushi restaurant on a college campus.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we get caught up in those things, but and not focus on, you know, like I don't know. It's like real outrage is the thing that corporations are afraid of isn't outrage. It's trending. You don't want to trend negatively for like whatever period of time. When people are upset with you and that you've done something genuinely wrong, they'll show it beyond. It will extend beyond that if it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that a lot of what outrage is like a comedian trying out jokes. You know, you try out jokes and 30% of them are just straight bullshit. They just don't fucking work, man. You try them, they stumble out, you gave it a shot, or you'll ad-lib something in the moment on stage, and even after you say it, you're like, what the fuck did I just say?
Yeah.
I think there's some of that people are trying to, like I was reading this article the other day about some woman who's saying that yoga is supporting white supremacy. Because yoga, it was the dumbest shit ever. Some Indian lady. She was saying the cultural appropriation of yoga by white people is supporting white supremacy, and it was, you know, it's really funny.
What are we doing?
Exactly. What the fuck are we doing? But that's what she did. Is she tried a bad joke? You know, she's a professor on some bullshit college where they're just drowning in liberal arts, and she just figured out a way to say something outrageous that she thought made sense in her own weird bubble, but this got published in a newspaper, and then the whole world went just collectively, what the fuck are you talking about?
Damn.
Yeah.
But that's what it's like. It's like you or I trying a bit late night at the store, you just riff something, and it just goes into a corner and just gets stuck. Like one of them Roomba vacuum cleaner things just bouncing off the wall. Like, this is not working.
Yeah.
I got to bail out of this.
Yeah. No, it's funny because it is like, people's...
It's creative outrage. It's a creative... She's like, she tried to make
funny.
outrage where it didn't exist. And sometimes it catches, right? Like hoop earrings. White girls can't wear hoop earrings anymore. White girls are scared to wear hoop earrings because they're getting called out for cultural appropriation by, which is hilarious, by Latina chicks. This is particularly Latina chicks are saying, and it's just all social justice warrior bullshit. But what's really funny is, so I had to, because I'm an asshole, I had to Google it. Well, who the fuck invented earrings? The Sumerians. The oldest version of hoop earrings is from 2500 BC from Iraq. So Iraqis are the only ones who really can claim cultural appropriation on people wearing hoop earrings. Not Mexicans. So Mexicans, settle down. Leave those white girls alone, because you stole it too.
I thought that was black girl shit, man.
It's everybody's shit.
But I don't know.
Fucking earrings. It's like, who invented pants? You're culturally appropriating. You're wearing pants. Who invented pants? You're on a Korean phone bitching about people doing yoga. The fuck are you talking about?
Man, the internet goes deep.
It's crazy. People are losing their mind. They're looking for things to get outraged at, and so they're trying jokes. They're taking swings. You know, they're trying. They're throwing pitches out there. You know, they're spitballing.
Well, I mean, and eventually, if it's like, if you're gonna run out of ways to approach it. You know what I mean? Like, you're running out of places to stab the thing.
Well, they try some that don't stick, or some stick for like a couple of days. Like, you remember Bossy? They were trying to say you can't say bossy.
No, why?
Why?
Was that?
Can't call girls bossy. It's sexist. Call girls bossy. Don't call them bossy.
It's sexy.
There was a thing where they were trying to stop the use of the word or the phrase bossy. They were saying bossy sexist.
Yeah, see, but like, yeah.
Can I ask a question? Where did when did cunt become a bad word?
It depends on whose
Like
house.
what is?
If you're in England, man, they don't give a fuck.
Is that a
Australia,
really?
they
I
love
don't think I heard it used until like, I mean, I didn't grow up around it. I didn't hear people saying it, so I don't even think I heard it used until like, I mean, I was probably 18.
That sounds
probably
like a
out here.
Hollywood bad word.
Yeah,
Like,
it seems like a Hollywood bad word. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a word that when you used it, you fucking really were angry.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know where it came from.
it's like the new bitch.
It's not new. I mean, it was around it's been around since I was in high school. But you called someone a cunt in high school, man, you were ready to fight a brother. Like,
Oh, wow.
shit would get deep. You couldn't say cunt. You could say bitch. You're a fucking bitch. Fuck you. You're a loser. You know, like,
Yeah.
you're a cunt. Oh. Like, people they would wilt.
Wow.
They'd be like, what the fuck did you just say?
That's,
Yeah.
I didn't hear it a lot at all.
Yeah.
And I could never imagine myself casually calling somebody a cunt.
But if you lived in England, you could.
Yeah.
Or
it's
especially if
just
you lived in
context.
Australia, they call someone a good cunt. Hey, he's a good cunt.
Oh, so it's a nice word. There.
Yeah, he's like he's a good dude. He's a good cunt. Like people have my friend Israel Adesanya, a style bender. He wears a shirt that says "good cunt," and he just wanders around. He's from New Zealand. They don't. They think it's
get
funny.
Upset. People get upset about it.
He's a savage. You better be careful. Get upset with him. he's a UFC fighter.
Oh,
But,
okay, all right.
yeah, he's. I mean, he's from another country. It means a different thing in New Zealand. If you say cunt in New Zealand, it's like, I mean, what's the equivalent? What would be equivalent of cunt the way they say it? Good dude. He's a good fucker. He's a cool motherfucker. He's a good cunt.
Yeah, were you asking because
See, there he
it's
is.
like
There's style bender. He wears that everywhere.
Oh, man.
No one says shit.
yeah, well, yeah.
But they sell
Well,
those
push your
shirts.
luck.
Good cunt. I don't know.
Why were you asking,
like
Jim?
fuck
Was it
censorship. Hashtag fuck censorship. Hashtag make cunt great again. It says,
This is going off of
well, I was gonna say, is it that what just like people's reaction to it just kind of bothers
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, I'm like, it's a terrible not a terrible bad word. Like that word sucks. Like, you know, it ain't. It's
just
no
not-
motherfucker.
you don't like it? You
Motherfucker's
don't think
more
it's
fun to say, rhythmically.
It's just trash. It's like, but I was going off of what we were talking about earlier. I'm like, man,
interesting?
shit, trash. I don't know.
If you went to Australia, though, they would say it so many times it would just slip in.
Yeah,
It just gets normal.
yeah. I guess it is just it's this one syllable like.
Cunt.
It means dude over there sometimes. Like, and this fucking cunt, he goes over there, and they'll start talking about it like, this fucking dude, they'll literally say it in the same way you would say this fucking guy. Yeah. It's just a different thing. I
Yeah.
mean, look, they're all just sounds that convey expression. And the real problem is when you demonize one. You say, you can't say the C word anymore. Don't say the C word.
Well, yeah. I mean, again, it's just like I just want us to have like adult arguments.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's hard to have adult arguments if you have forbidden words.
Well, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
because that's like the shit that your sister got mad at you about growing up.
Right.
You called me, you know what I mean?
Right,
like,
right.
It is kind of like, that's the thing. It's, I mean, you were saying intention earlier, but I mean, it's always like intention. Like, what do you mean by, I get in like these types of, my mom, Southern Christian woman, and any curse word that I say
Any curse word.
is very, she doesn't like it. And I curse around all the time. It's, I always do, just because we get into the argument while simultaneously respecting, her views and beliefs. It's also like, these cuss words redid your fucking kitchen, lady. No, but I just wanted to like. No, I love her. I love watching her like react to it. Like
Right.
it's like
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because just like, oh, this, through the filter of you, like really, you know.
See, I grew up non-suppressed. My parents were hippies, and they didn't give a shit what we said. I couldn't really say it at school, but you know, there was no like language restrictions in my house. I'd be allowed to say anything.
That's great.
It was weird.
That's great.
You know, like my friends would come over the house. Did you just say fuck in front of your mom? I'm like, yeah, fuck it.
I used to.
What?
You were. Did you grow up around people that like used to just talk shit back to their mom? It was so like it was.
I never did that.
No, it was fun to watch. I had a friend, my friend Alex. My friend Alex. It's still one of my favorite moments in life. It's just like I came to his house after school, and his mom's name is Patricia, and she was just like, "Al, take out the garbage." He was like, "Go to hell, Pat." That's his response.
He calls mom Pat?
Yeah, he called his mom Pat, and it
Whoa.
my mind was blown. Just to like, he told his mom to go to hell. It was like amazing, and she just argued back. Like it was like, yeah, that was so.
Single mom, or was the dad around?
He knew that, but he wasn't around. Like he lived separately. Yeah. But it was always so free and amazing. It was amazing.
That's a struggle to who's the man.
When did you start cussing around your mom?
Tuesday.
Yeah, it's been a few hours. No, I probably started. I moved out when I was a teenager, so I probably. I mean, she's heard me say it kind of throughout, but just like not stopping it in conversation. It's been years. I mean, I just always just kind of flow.
I'm low key still afraid to cuss in front of my mom.
Yeah, no, I do.
cuss a lot.
I cuss in front of my mom. I cuss in front of my niece and nephew. Just
how old are they?
All of my I have an 11-year-old niece, a 9-year-old nephew, a couple 2-year-old twins, a 3-year-old niece. Like and I am myself and speak exactly how I normally speak around them. You're an adult longer than you're a kid,
right?
You know, and so it's just like, why am I going to pretend the world sounds different?
Look, I'm with you. But
and for like
whose kids are they? Your brothers or your sisters?
Yeah, my brother. Your brother and sister-in-law.
And everybody cool with that, or they get upset?
They go like, oh, come on, sometimes. But it's also they get it. My brother, they're very understanding. While they get it. They get that it's just like
it's how people talk in the real world.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's important. Again, like you don't want to. That's the thing, man. Just like
that's how you know you fucked up. If you're at a job where not only can you not swear, but you can't swear off job with the people you work with, or they'll tell, or they'll get you can get in trouble. Yeah. If there's certain jobs where people have where they got off work and they went out with some coworkers and they told a dirty joke or started talking shit, like that'll get back to human resources and they'll be fired.
Bosses are now following their employees online and shit, like Twitter.
Did you see that girl that got fired from NASA? Fucking hilarious. She got fired from NASA yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Then
she's like, holy fuck, I got a job at NASA. And some guy tweeted her. He said, language. And she said, suck my dick and balls. I work at NASA.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, and I am, one of the people that oversees something at NASA. And then that was it.
What? She was about to be an astronaut?
Well, she was about to be an intern working at NASA. And she was, like, here it is. Everyone shut the fuck up. I got accepted for a NASA internship. And look, he writes language. She says, suck my dick and balls. I'm working at NASA. And he says that I'm on the National Space Council that oversees NASA.
That's hilarious. Oh,